All right, Minnesota taking on St. Louis. Rams quarterback Sam Bradford out with the season with a torn ACL. Second year in a row he's torn that same ACL. Adrian Peterson, meanwhile, has had 10 or more rush touchdowns in each of his last 7 NFL seasons. Only our very own LaDainian Tomlinson has a longer streak at 9. But AP struggled early. There you see him tackled for a 5-yard loss by TJ McDonald. And there's TJ McDonald yet again after a 1-yard gain. And again, Peterson really struggled in that first half. 11 carries for 39 yards, but he finished the game with 75 yards. Shaun Hill, meanwhile, 13-13 as a starter in his career, but he's only had 16 passes since 2011. So here he is in the second quarter, under pressure, sacked and stripped, but he'd recover for a 6-yard loss. Take another look. Tom Johnson getting to him. Shaun Hill, later in the second quarter, passed it deep right, looking for Jared Cook, but intercepted by Josh Robinson. Ensuing Vikings drive. A beautiful throw by Matt Castle, finding Greg Jennings, who hauls in the 8-yard touchdown. Castle and Jennings would celebrate the touchdown with the old-fashioned chest bump. Take another look. A good catch, a good throw as well. Vikings lead 13-0. Third quarter now. Shaun Hill no longer in the game due to a thigh injury. Some guy named Austin Davis comes in. And here he is on that second half drive. He's also under pressure and was sacked down by Harrison Smith, a loss of 9 yards. Greg Zuerlein will kick a field goal, and the Rams still trail 13-3. Then we saw Adrian Peterson break out for a little run there. Chris Long, though, was injured on the play, and he would not return. Take another look. Long, his ankle gets stepped on during the play. And again, he would not return. Next, Vikings possession, with the Vikings leading 13-3. Cordero Patterson, a lot of offseason buzz surrounding Cordero, and this is why. Look at the burners. Look at the Jets. Look at Cordero Patterson go. Oh, and the cutback. A very nice cutback, fighting for the end zone. He gets in there, 67 yards for the touchdown. Patterson, I mean, just absolutely unbelievable moves, fighting his way into the end zone. 67 yards for the score, and Patterson would finish with 102 yards rushing, more than Adrian Peterson. Fourth quarter now. Castle finds Rhett Ellison, who takes it to the Rams 6 for a 22-yard gain. And 2 plays later, on second and goal from the Rams 7-yard line. It's going to be another tight end, but not Rhett Ellison. How about Kyle Rudolph catching the touchdown? Vikings extend the lead 27-3. Castle would finish 17 for 25 with 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ensuing Rams possession, not a good throw. Austin Davis picked off by Harrison Smith, who takes it 81 yards the other way for the touchdown. And the Vikings would go on to win 34-6. Mike Zimmer gets the ice bath and his first career NFL win.
Temporarily suspending the game because of lightning.
And lightning in the area. Suspension. You could see Lovie Smith saying a pull. And here's the handoff on the bootleg touchdown for Josh McCown. And a flag is down. Penalty flag down right at the goal line. So the Rams will have ideal field position here inside the 30.
TJ McDonald takes the up and under move.
Out of Fordham University. And there is Murray, and it's blocked. Kick is blocked and recovered. And still on his feet is Ray Armstrong. The kick was blocked by TJ McDonald. 8-yard attempt by Zuerlein. And Greg Zuerlein's kick is good, and the Rams have regained the lead 19-17 with 38 seconds remaining. Up in the clock, they can get another play or 2 off. And here's McCown stepping up, and he drills it, and the pass is
under play, and they are out of timeouts. It requires a 10-second runoff. The game is over.
And that's it, a 10-second runoff. What a way for Lovie Smith to have this game end when the Buccaneers.
Let's check out the Cowboys and the Rams, because this ended much differently than it started for Tony Romo and the Cowboys. This was an ugly start, fellas. Romo dumps it off to DeMarco Murray here, and he coughs it up.
And then majority of fumbles from running backs or any skill position, this how it happens. You don't see the guy coming from the back. You have the ball kind of loose. You got to hold that ball tight if you're DeMarco Murray.
Yeah, that was Alec Ogletree forcing the fumble, his third fumble in last 3 weeks that he's lost. And the Rams cashing in a hurry to Brian Quick.
From Appalachian State.
App
State wide receiver making plays. What do you know?
We're 5 minutes into the show, and an App State shout-out has already taken place. Romo this time looking for Dez Bryant, picked off by Janoris Jenkins, and that's an easy pick six.
Yeah, that's just reading the quarterback's mail right there. You see the jump that he got on that ball. Romo has his eyes on the target all along. He comes out of the break quicker than Dez Bryant does.
The Rams up 21-0 on the Cowboys, and then just before halftime, you can see Murray and Bryant exchanging some words there. The Cowboys started coming back before half, though, trailed 21-10 in the third. Romo looking deep for Dez, and he's wide open, LT.
Wide open. We knew at some point they would get it going. Second half was big for the Dallas Cowboys. They finally got something going.
All right, let's take another look at how exactly that happened. You can see Jenkins here. Oh, just got turned around a little bit.
How about the pass protection, though, for Tony Romo? Had all day back there. That offensive line, one of the better ones in the league.
But Jeff says, oh, my goodness, what is going on? All right, now we have the Rams in the red zone. Zach Stacy stuffed by Anthony Hitchens, and the Cowboys take over on downs. Dan Bailey would add a 40-yard field goal to cut the lead to 21-20. So we fast forward to the fourth quarter. Davis to Jared Goodwin, and he just can't hold on.
He had about 4 chances to catch that one. Ended up 0 for 4. 1, 2, 3.
And that hurts.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can see him getting into it with Davis on the sideline. Can't have that, LT, on the sideline during games.
No, you cannot, especially when the quarterback put it right there. It's your fault. Blame yourself.
So the Rams settle on a field goal. Then Romo finds Terrence Williams for the touchdown. And the Cowboys go up 27-24. My, how the tide has turned. And then on the ensuing Rams possession, Davis under pressure. Bruce Carter picks it off, and Carter's doing some housework.
Yeah, stuff like this happens when you have your third quarterback already in the third game of the season.
Yeah, the Rams wondering what on earth happened after they led by 3 touchdowns. And then here's Davis rolling out, and he finds Austin Pettis for the touchdown. So now it's a 34-31 game. Then the Rams are thinking, okay, we might have a chance.
They're showing some fight.
Next Rams possession, Davis looking for Quick, but he's picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Yeah, this is not a great throw. Quick's got to keep running, though. He kind of tried to stop and jump up and get the ball. Mistimed it, and a great play by Claiborne.
So the Cowboys come back from 21 down. They win at 34-31, their largest regular season deficit overcome in franchise history. All right, let's stay in the NFC East. The Giants now chasing the Eagles. The Eagles taking on the Rams in Philadelphia this afternoon. Eagles trying to improve to 4-1. Johnny Hecker's pump blocked by James Casey, recovered by Chris Maragos. That's a touchdown, fellas.
Wow.
Yeah, the Eagles finding ways to score touchdowns without their offense the last 2 weeks, Heath.
Third special teams touchdown. 2 weeks. Crazy.
There's Foles to Shady McCoy. And
look at that ball security, Dan. Did you teach him that?
No, I had nothing to do with that. Nor the fumble at the very end there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he was running for his life on that one. You guys have been harping on that for a while. The ball security with Shady McCoy not been
he's so much faster than everyone else. He gets away with it, but in traffic. Yeah, Riley Cooper.
Catch by Riley.
How about that ball security for you, DJ?
My goodness.
Just give him a chance. He's so big and strong. He comes down with it.
Eagles on top 20-7 at this point. Fast forward to the third quarter. Rams trailing.
What kind of points are these?
Oh, that's not ideal.
Non-offensive points for the Eagles. So I wish Sort of saw that one coming last 2 weeks. Holy cow.
Goodness gracious. There's 14 for this game so far.
27-7 at this point. Zach Stacy then taking the handoff. He fumbles. And how about that?
He didn't score. Come on, Sed. What's wrong with you? You take that thing in the end zone?
Turns to 40 yards. Eagles have the ball at their own 20.
I'm surprised there wasn't a DB trying to take it from him, you know?
Couple of plays later, Foles to Jeremy Maclin. Eagles up 34-7. Foles with a couple of touchdown passes and a pick on the day in the fourth quarter. Foles scrambling here. Makes the decision to keep it himself, and then he drops it, and Michael Brockers recovers it. So the Rams get the ball at their own 38.
Feet first slide, right, Deej?
Yeah, feet first slide. You don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely. Wow, great adjustment.
Wow. That was Kenny Britt hauling in the 30-yard touchdown. The Rams shorten the lead. They're trailing 34-21.
Britt to Quick.
Quick again.
App State.
App State. There it is. How about Darren Sproles?
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
3rd and 6.
Donald Jr. gets in there. Rams ball now with 2:06 left in the game.
You see this and you're like, you got to be kidding me. They're going to come back and win this game. Brian Quick again for what, a 40-yard pickup on 1st and 10 there.
He's having a nice year.
He really is. 4th and 13, Dan.
All right, this is it for all the marbles. Incomplete.
Eagles did a nice job on this play, too. They sold out, sent the pressure after him.
Yep.
Had an effect.
34-28, the Eagles hang on and improve to 4-1.
Let's get you right to the highlights. Big night in St. Louis, and the Rams were up to par, at least early in this game. Big anniversary. All the guys are there. Our very own Marshall Falk in town to celebrate the 15-year anniversary of their 1999 Super Bowl season. Kurt Warner also on hand to celebrate. Colin Kaepernick, Austin Davis. Everyone ready. Rams have it early in this game, and guys, right from the start, there was something about this offense. Davis had them cooking.
The greatest show on turf part 2, huh? I just thought there was pretty good game planning to begin with right here. Benny Cunningham, takes it from a yard, kind of can't get knocked off his feet, get on the scoreboard in that opening drive right there. Kind of mixed it up a little bit. Tavon Austin with a couple of runs.
Niners, couple of possessions later, Colin Kaepernick trying to find Vance McDonald. McDonald is hit by Rodney McLeod, fumbles, and James Laurinaitis recovers.
This was a physical game plan. A lot of big hits and some personal foul penalties. Very intense divisional game.
Right on the ball.
Textbook.
Tough for McDonald to protect that ball with the hat's right on it like that.
And the Rams opportunistic early in this game. This is the very next play. Their offense onto the field. And the Auburn star, Trey Mason, going 24 yards, looking awfully dynamic on that play. First career carry. Pretty good one for Mason. 3 plays later, this is 3rd and short. Davis faking. Lance Kendricks opened for the touchdown. And how about this start? 14-0 St. Louis.
At this point, it did not look good for San Francisco, I must say. Baldy, I thought your prediction was almost right here. 14-0. They ran out of juice pretty fast here. That was the highlight right there.
So who would the Niners turn to but none other than Colin Kaepernick, their star quarterback, dropping back. Brandon Lloyd.
This is what not to do 24 seconds before halftime. You're right, Baldy. I think this changed the game for everybody. Gave San Francisco a lift and really punched the Rams right in the gut.
80-yard touchdown, longest completion of Kaepernick's career. Baldy, all kinds of breakdowns in that secondary.
Yeah, it's totally unnecessary. I mean, that's the only chance that Harbaugh had right there is to take a deep shot. Why not? Double move. And double move on the outside. They got the other corner, E.J. Gaines on the other side, did the same thing later in the game.
Niners were down 14-10 at halftime, 3rd quarter. Kaepernick starting to churn out some yardage, up 23 yards along that sideline. Puts him in business. 3 plays later, a 3rd and short. Kaepernick over the middle to Vernon Davis, but T.J. McDonald knocks the pass away. McDonald, however, called for holding, 1st down for the Niners. 6 plays later, Kaepernick dropping back, rolling out of the pocket, across his body with a nifty throw. DJ, how about put a little air under that pass,
that's
DJ?
the question with Kaepernick. Is his touch? It doesn't get much better than this. Almost looks like he's trying to dump the ball down.
And across his body.
Across his body.
Teardrop.
Beautiful teardrop. You hit it, Nate. That ball dropped from the ceiling. Beautiful play by Kaepernick.
Next, San Francisco possession. Kaepernick dropping back. Look who's open this time. Michael Crabtree, Nate, all of their weapons getting involved.
Oh, man, we had single safety look. We call this a Dino route. That's a post, corner post. When you don't have a safety inside, I know Crabtree's at the line saying, please give my QB some time because I'm about to score a touchdown.
Hey,
he did.
When you're weaving,
DJ Gaines
when you're weaving, you're leaving.
Leaving.
Rams haven't trying to answer the down 10 at this point early in the fourth, and the Niners getting after Davis. 5th sack of the night for the Niners. Rams would punt the ball 3 plays later. A couple of possessions later for the Niners. Kaepernick trying to put the game away, rolling out, throwing end zone.
That's in volleyball. It's called the husband-wife serve. You put it in between both of them.
He was going to McDonald, but Davis was like, look, I don't have any of these. Let me get it on him.
Oh, no. They're going to talk about that in the locker room.
Yeah.
Now, McDonald was not too happy. Neither was that man, Jim Harbaugh. 3 plays later. This is 4th and goal. Harbaugh rolling the dice. Carlos Hyde gets stuffed. However, another bad penalty, unnecessary roughness against that defense. Rams would take over. Up
It's just
the field
Hail
on a third down
Marys.
play.
Hail Marys on the deep ball right there. I mean, there's no timing whatsoever on the wide receivers in those shots.
Niners just could not seem to put this game away. Frank Gore gets stuffed for no gain, so the Rams would take over. Ensuing St. Louis possession. Davis throws to the end zone. Stedman Bailey falls incomplete.
A little more patience from your quarterback. You got a touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein with the field goal to cut it to a 1-score game, and then the Niners defense putting the game away. The offense couldn't do it, so their defense comes up. Dante Johnson on the pick 6. Austin Davis helplessly looking on from the sideline as the San Francisco 49ers win it. 31-17, Colin Kaepernick's second most passing yards that he has thrown in a game, 343, 3 touchdowns, and the Niners back from the 14-0 deficit.
The champs, Pete Carroll's crew, no more Percy Harvin on the road in St. Louis. Oh, yeah.
Let me apologize to all the St. Louis fans. I know I bold predicted Marshawn Lynch.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize.
I'll wait. I'm trying to give them right.
Don't apologize.
I was using that as
motivation.
motivation.
We will be in St. Louis on Thursday night. You can apologize then.
As motivation for the Rams fans because I know they needed that extra.
Come on, you're killing me. I'm way behind now. Austin Davis to Benny Cunningham for the score. By the way, Jeff Fisher's team 1 sack through the first 5 games. That's the fewest in NFL history. They were applying pressure to Russell Wilson all day.
Well, they did what Dallas did. They saw the film, they got the blueprint, and they continued.
Aaron Donald with the sack, and then it's Eugene Sims. That's 2 of the 3 sacks St. Louis would have on this day. And then here's the play of the day. John Ryan has to punt. Now watch everybody. They're all going to chase Tavon Austin in your lower right-hand corner. The problem is the punt went the other way to Stedman Bailey.
Oh, that was a brilliant. This is just a brilliant coaching job right here to come up with this design.
Fossil.
That's Jim's kid.
Yes, understood that every time he tried to kick the ball inside the 10, the ball drifted to the kicker's left, offense right. They set this up based on his tendencies, and it worked.
But the guy called it over the shoulder. Do you know how hard that is to catch a punt over the shoulder?
Almost as hard as staying on that line while you're trying to run 90 yards.
That is hard, man.
That's an incredible design, man.
So you were talking about John Fossil. Look how excited he is. Seriously, he's getting airtime tonight.
He should be.
He's a good kid, too, man.
3rd quarter, Seahawks down 15. It's 3rd and 17. Russell Wilson throwing it for Doug Baldwin, who said, yeah, I got in a fight with Percy Harvin. I'll admit it, but I miss him.
His name is
Sap, you got your bold prediction. I know you're listening.
Last name Wilson.
You won't. Doug Baldwin stepped up and made some plays today.
So did Russell Wilson, the first player in NFL history with a 300-yard passing day and 100 on the ground.
Yeah, we call that 3-1-2.
Give them all the love.
Chicago, eh?
Seahawks down 8. Same score in the 4th, 3rd and 9. Watch this play by Wilson.
2 touches.
He gets like 6 guys to go for the jump shot fake right about here. Look at that. Whoop!
I just love that kid, man. That kid made plays today now. Now, when we start talking about, well, we'll talk to you out.
52 of his 106 on the ground right there. And then 4 plays later, who are you looking for? No more Percy. Okay, so you got to go for Cooper Helfit. You know, Cooper Helfit.
Oh, Lord, this tight end big boy right here. What a play. What a play this was, man. Walking that sideline, keeping his feet in bounds, tantamount to what we watched last week with Terrence Williams. Look at this play right here.
His first touchdown grab in his career. So now you got to go for 2, right? Down 2, why not? Russell Wilson looking for Jermaine Kearse, and it's
just a little bit right there. Just a little bit now. See, that's the difference right there. Peyton Manning would have made that. Once you get to making that all the time, you're getting up in that class.
So now the Rams, 3rd and 6. Austin Davis to Chris Gibbons.
Way to answer, Austin Davis. Way to answer, Austin Davis.
He answered.
This was a great drive
3
by the Rams.
incompletions all day. This was not one of the incompletions. It's Lance Kendricks, and yes, that's a touchdown. And yes, the Rams are back up 9.
And I tell you what, man, you got to give the Rams some credit, man. They showed up and played some ball
took credit today.
Under 4 to go. Wilson.
You're going to learn today.
Jermaine Kearse, that's a gain of 29. Wilson, 23 of 36 for 313 and a couple of scores. And so who are you looking for?
Right here now.
Doug Baldwin.
Straight champions mentality right here, man. Seattle, they kept coming back. Right? They kept fighting now. They didn't give up.
And you know what the Rams did? On 3rd and 3 with under 3 to go, they threw at Richard Sherman, which was...
You don't do that, especially in that situation.
Not a great idea.
You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going, Tavon. You can't just look. It's man.
But here's your call of the day.
On both sides.
Johnny Hecker, the former high school quarterback, throwing a dart to Benny Cunningham for a gain of 18.
Bam, Benny Cunningham.
What a gutsy call, man.
LT said the punter won 2 state championships, man.
Yeah, Hecker now 4 of 5 in his career.
Yeah.
That was a dart. That wasn't one of those lollipops I'm throwing in the parking lot out here.
That history, baby.
3 plays later, though, Trey Mason, who had a great day, the rookie, 3rd and 1, just fall down after you get the first down. Instead, he puts it on the carpet.
Got to go down, De La Soul. And this was a blown call right here. I don't know what you call this right here.
Well, what they ruled on the field was Corey Harkey, the Rams recovered. Right. And, of course, they're going to look at it in New York, which they did, but they said they couldn't tell if it switched hands.
Like I said prior to all of that superfluous information you just gave us, it was a blown call.
Harkey came out with the ball.
It was a blown call.
I still have to believe
Harkey came out of the pile with the football.
There you go. Hey, the Seahawks are 3-3 thanks to some special teams.
It's the barbecue matchup. St. Louis Rams versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Alex Smith and the Chiefs have actually lost 4 of 5 starts at Arrowhead, believe it or not. And meanwhile, Austin Davis, remember, coming off of his big win against the reigning champions Seahawks last week. And here he is, the rookie, firing to Kenny Britt for a 43-yard gain. Kenny Britt fired up. Let's get it going. All right, so 3 plays later. 1st and goal from the Chiefs' 1-yard line. Davis on the play action, looking, firing, and finding Lance Kendricks for a 1-yard touchdown, and the Rams take an early 7-0 lead. But it was all downhill after that. Here we go, 2nd quarter. Chiefs ball. Alex Smith finds Travis Kelce. He's going to fight his way forward for a 17-yard gain, just short of the end zone, all the way down to the Rams' 1-yard line. All right, so next play, 1st and goal from the Rams 1. Jamal Charles leaping, dashing, and scoring the touchdown. Charles and the Chiefs even the score at 7 apiece. 2 possessions later for the Chiefs. Game still tied at 7. Alex Smith on the shotgun, tries to spin away, but ultimately brought down by Robert Quinn for a loss of 7 yards. That was Quinn's 2nd sack of the drive, and the Chiefs would have to settle for a 53-yard field goal to go up 10-7, and that was your score at half. All right, 3rd quarter kickoff. How about Niall Davis? Picks up the bouncing ball. Then juke move, power, running. Look at Niall Davis go. He's fast and very fast. 99 yards to the house. And that would be a touchdown. That's Davis's 2nd career kickoff return for score, and the Chiefs extend their lead 17-7. All right, next Chiefs possession. How about Jamal Charles? Showing a little power himself. Picks up a 30-yard gain, ruled down at the Rams' 14-yard line. That also would lead to a Cairo Santos field goal, and the Chiefs led 20-7. All right, 2 possessions later for the Rams. Austin Davis brought down by Justin Houston. Houston had 3 sacks on the ball game. 4th quarter now. Chiefs with it. Hand off to Jamal Charles. Picking and choosing and dashing his way. 36-yard pickup and the touchdown. Charles would finish with 13 carries, 73 yards, and 2 scores as the Chiefs extend their lead there, 27-7. Next Chiefs possession. Niall Davis. Look at him go, trucking over Rams defenders. A 13-yard gain for him. 3 plays later, they'd reward the big man for his hard work. Looking to punch it up the middle for a 3-yard touchdown. He makes it 34-7, and that would be your final. Chiefs win and improve to 4-3.
All right, Rams, Niners. Jim Harbaugh trying to fire up his troops a little bit. Well, it worked on this play. The Rams' defense was outstanding on this day, except for this play, and I'm not sure.
That's a good job by Anquan Bolden, though, recognizing, stopping right there, reversing field, and making a play.
Well, as I mentioned, Rams defense, here comes Robert Quinn. He had 2 of their 8 sacks, forcing the fumble, recovered by
sacks they had, Chris?
8.
How many?
They had 8.
8?
They had 6 coming into the day.
How hard it is to have 8 sacks versus a mobile quarterback.
Well, here come the Rams. Austin Davis. You know, this offense had less than 200 total yards on the day. But there's 21 of them for Kenny Britt. Now, right before halftime, Bill Dawson trying to give the Niners the lead. His field goal attempt is short. And watch Tavon Austin. Does he run it out?
It's the whole long player of the year.
You better get out of there with the football. He gets tackled. The ruling on the field is the ball got out from the end zone. Now, forward momentum is reviewable, so they took a look at it, but didn't have enough evidence to overturn it, so that is not a safety.
They're going to drill this him tomorrow.
On to the 4th. Andy Lee, former Pro Bowl punter with the
man, what is wrong with
9-iron shank.
Yeah.
That's a punt of 23 yards out at the 29, led to a Zerline field goal and a Rams 3-point lead.
No, Tavon had just took one back. Then they had to re-kick it, so he was scared to kick it straight down the field. He shanked it.
All right, under a minute to go.
That's what happened.
Colin Kaepernick on 3rd and 5, looking for Michael Crabtree. He doesn't get it, but he does get PI on Tremaine Johnson.
Marsh, your defense coordinator put those young corners out there in situations that I don't understand.
Find out who they are.
2 plays later, Kaepernick to Crabtree. They rule it a catch, but no touchdown.
That ball never crossed that goal line.
So they did actually review this. It was a catch, but it was not a touchdown. So you got the clock ticking and ticking and ticking. Now you have a timeout left on the goal line. What do you do?
To Frank Gore, man. What is wrong with y'all?
They throw it away.
Timeout left too.
And then Kaepernick keeps it himself. He gets in, but the ball does not. It ends up on the ground, recovered by James Laurinaitis of the Rams.
On 3rd and goal. Listen, all of that took place because the Rams were dominating the line of scrimmage. Dominating. Pretty much the whole game. And that's why this play was called and the other plays before it, where they didn't just hand the ball to Frank Gore.
Trouble.
The NFC West. And Carson Palmer. Can I get a blank check for that guy to sign? Just got a $50 million extension, $20 million of that guaranteed.
Good for
and
you,
I
Carson.
guarantee you that the Rams were ready to go in on him. They got Kaepernick 8 times last week. Here, Robert Quinn got him for a 4-yard loss.
Well, Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator there, took him a little while to get warmed up with his defense, but they've been hunting quarterbacks the last couple weeks.
On to the 2nd quarter, Rams down 3. Austin Davis to Jared Cook. We've been waiting for this guy to do this for 2 years.
I didn't think he was this fast, but there's a long touchdown. And Austin Davis, you know, he's a spunky guy from Southern Miss, but all of a sudden, Rams take the lead.
14-10 at the break. 3rd quarter, Carson in the shotgun on 3rd and long. It's picked off by Alec Ogletree, and you talk about an athlete that can run.
Kind of fast, huh, Coach?
Well, you know what? Carson's only thrown 2 interceptions all year. Before this, you get one once in a while, right, Heath?
Well, and then he makes the tackle.
He made the tackle.
You know, he make amends.
We move on to the 4th. Cards ball, still down by 4. It's 3rd and 7. Palmer steps up, and you see him grab his knee as he falls to the turf.
Oh, boy.
He was being chased by Mark Barron, tried to step up in the pocket. Now, remember, it was his left knee, the one that was surgically repaired, torn in that playoff game when he played for the Bengals. This time, he appears to be grabbing his right knee. He is done for the day, carted off the field.
Watch him. Watch, he just hitches right here. Watch. Oh!
Yeah, goodness.
That's not good.
So that means here comes Drew Stanton, a guy who has started several games
They've been there before.
in place of Palmer this year. And so what are you going to do? You're going to run the ball?
You're going to be conservative and hand it off, get him started, let him break a sweat.
Not quite.
Not
Look at
Bruce
this.
Arians.
Shoot it in there. Up to the rookie John Brown, who had that huge touchdown a few weeks ago against the Eagles.
Like the
Heath, how about this throw?
Is
that the Mariucci?
That was
never done that. Don't
crazy
ask
is
me
what
to
it
do it.
was. Crazy like the pocket presence of the young quarterback, as well as crazy as this catch. Ridiculous.
And he caught one a couple weeks ago against Philadelphia. This John Brown.
Don't hurt yourself.
Hold on, can we get that guy some medication or something? Is he all right?
Was that Tourette's?
All right, so the Rams are coming back. Davis looking for Kenny Britt, but it's picked off by
Peterson. Here's 21 reasons he held it up. Prime, he held it up for you.
Come on, Mooch, you got to give me more than that.
What do you want me to say?
21 reasons.
Can you believe it, by the way? That is his first career pick six.
He's had a whole bunch of interceptions. That was his second one of the day. That one swung the game for permanently.
Yeah, he came in with 0 interceptions.
From Marty
But here we
Church's
go.
money on the ground. Crow said, I'm not to be left out.
The Cardinals, they have 12 fourth-quarter takeaways this year, and they win it, even though they lost their starting quarterback. Game day final presented by Mercedes-Benz begins in St. Louis. Peyton Manning facing the Rams, the only team he's never had a 300-yard game against. Struggling early in part because his pieces were falling apart. Julius Thomas, 2 catches, then done with an ankle sprain. Then Manning looking for Monte Ball, and Ball limited and done early with a groin issue. And now on 4th and 5 from the Rams 37, kind of no man's land. What do? You look for Emmanuel Sanders, and you throw it shy.
That's pressure. Pressure with 4 men. That's bringing the guys.
They were running.
In the meantime, the Rams turn the controls back on over to Sean Hill, making his first start since week 1 and hitting Kenny Britt.
Sean Hill. And this is what it is when you're St. Louis, when you're playing teams like Denver. You don't have anything to lose. You say, let's go right up top and let's make plays.
Who you playing when you St. Louis?
What's that?
Something to lose again.
Well, Denver, you don't even expect.
Right.
How about the highs and lows for Emmanuel Sanders? Making 49 consecutive games with a TD pass for Peyton Manning, just 5 shy of Drew Brees' record. And
SMU.
Broncos down just 13-7, but the man from SMU, it was a rough day for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, this used to be legal.
Rodney McLeod.
This used to be legal.
Ooh, that's a good hit. That's not illegal.
It is.
Called for unnecessary roughness.
But there's a flag.
Look at that.
Used to
he
be
led
legal.
with the shoulder, did not lead with the head. That was legal. Praying for you.
That used to be.
Sanders done with concussion-like symptoms.
He's definitely done.
On to the 4th. Broncos ball down 16-7. Manning picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Great coverage.
Oglethorpe? No, Ogletree.
Yeah, and that's just it. It's great play on defense. I don't even know how to rank pass. Boy, great play on defense.
Led to a young Jeezy field goal and a Rams 19-7 lead. Next Broncos possession, 4th and 4. Watch a little game that Quinn and Aaron Donald run here. Woo-hoo.
Ooh, boy. Peyton usually, he can get down. That happened so quick, he couldn't even get out of the way. He was like,
Like he high-stepped.
Here comes that bad man again. He was sacked 2 times on the day, and as we gaze into the Broncos' future, it wasn't pretty because Manning was picked off by Tremaine Johnson, making 3 straight games with multi-interceptions for Manning.
They straight out fooled him on that cover. I mean, you had cover 2 all the way. You should have hit several guys that were open, but he chose to get greedy on that one.
Trying to get that corner.
And then on 4th and 1, it's incomplete. Rams win, and in their last 5, they have victories over Seattle, San Francisco, and Denver. Phillip Rivers taking on the Rams said, I feel as good as I can at this point in the season. He's got those bad ribs.
He does not complain. He just gets it done.
Looking for Keenan Allen, but look who steps in front. Janoris Jenkins, who wears what?
21 reasons. The only thing that I don't like about this, he's holding that ball too firmly. Put that thing in one hand. Man, let the band fire up.
5 pick sixes in his first 3 years ties Kenny Houston for the most in NFL history.
That's a lot.
Then Sean Hill. Kenny Britt, he's balling lately.
Yes, he is.
That's a 51-yard score. Oh, no. Greg Robinson, the number 2 overall pick, hands to the face. Oh, that's a rough one. So the Rams would take a 10-6 halftime lead instead. 3rd quarter, Ryan Matthews. Boy, they need him to stay healthy, Michael Irvin.
Man, if he could run the football like this, the San Diego Chargers has a chance playing with anybody. They have a chance if Ryan Matthews running like that.
12 carries, a $105 Chargers, taking a 13-10 lead. Next Rams possession, watch this. Corey Liuget is going to get it, but watch Andrew Gatchkar. He comes all the way across the field. Nobody else gets it. He says, you know what, I was winded because it was the first time I had ever scored since high school.
And I had that round thing up under my leg just holding me down, but I ran anyway and got it.
We show you this for one or two reasons.
Yeah, with the punt, Keenan Allen coughs it up, but watch why. His teammate, Chris Davis, is the one that runs into him, and that allows Alex Mayer to recover.
What they call that
No,
time?
Oski's an interception, though.
What they call it, Peter?
I got this. I'm the defense guy.
Okay, but on the...
Rams can score a touchdown and get within 3. Then the fourth, Rivers. To Keenan Allen, watch the big fella Chan running.
What they say, Peter, right? Peter, man. Come on, man. You know, I'm like Kentucky Fried Chicken. I only do one thing. I did it right.
It's just Allen's second touchdown this year. Next Rams possession, we've seen this before against Seattle. Johnny Hecker throwing for a first down.
That's the best throwing punter I've ever seen.
That to Stedman Bailey for a 19-yard gain. And then Hill, Bailey, his first receiving touchdown of his career.
Nice.
Good right now. I get the Rams. I get
the helmet looks like it's too small for his head.
3rd and 2. Rivers sacked by the first rounder, Aaron Donald. And you know who's pumped up about Chris Long's like, I wish I could suit up. All right, so here come the Rams. And it's that man, Tavon Austin. He's got a shot to return it all the way.
You see the punter?
Gets it down to the 3. However, you see flags on the field.
Punter made a good business.
Offsetting penalties. However, there's a more severe one on San Diego's Mike Cyphers for doing that. So the ball will be placed at the San Diego 40, and Fisher's pumped up.
Wow. Great opportunity right here for the Rams.
3rd and 3, Hill to Kenny Britt.
It's just incredible. Kenny Britt, man, once I thought he was going to be one of the better receivers to ever play this game. He has such talent, but he makes that play right there.
And then Hill gets picked off by Marcus Gilchrist.
He never saw him.
But why do it? 2nd and goal, a minute left right now. I got time, man. Why not try to run something else? Run the ball.
He never saw him.
Oh, that man comes out of there.
Chargers back-to-back wins. They improved to 7-4, and this is going to be a dogfight over the last 5 games in the AFC West. And it starts next Sunday night. Denver at Arrowhead to take on the Chiefs. It's going to be a whole lot of fun down the stretch.
Oh, Rams, Raiders.
Oh, boy.
I can't believe I just put the Raiders on Let's Go Primetime last week, and they're going to do me like this, man.
Yeah, they were trying for a win streak, but Trey Mason, I mean, was he playing at a different speed on Sunday or something? Look at this. Woo-hoo.
That is a different speed right there.
It just makes you wonder, why wasn't he dressed the first 5 weeks of the season?
He did something stupid.
35 yards on that one. And then watch it. Here's the good one. Yeah.
I ain't asking Fisher nothing.
Oh, boy.
My eyes tell me when to run it back and run.
You're going to make Charles.
I ain't got to ask Fisher nothing.
89 yards on that. He had 165 total yards and 3 scores.
Hey, when y'all watch this highlight again, fans, watch the referee at the bottom of the screen. Trying to keep up. That's a funny job.
Hey, the Raiders had one good, solid hit all day, and it was dished out by Ray Armstrong. Ray
used to play for the Rams, by the way, y'all.
Yeah, but it was on his teammate, T.J. Carey. Watch this.
See, that kind of stuff, if you're a Raiders fan, that make you just get up, get all your stuff and go home.
No. That's why he used to play for the Rams, and because of stuff like that, they let him go.
All right, another tough day for Derek Carr. Look who's in. Look who's in, and what does that mean, Prime?
I feel sorry for Schaub. Don't do it, Schaub. Don't do it, Schaub. You told me you weren't gonna do this, baby. Don't do it.
For a Schaub.
Schaub, you did it.
Jermaine Johnson with the honors. Second worst shutout loss.
Only in Schaub faction.
I guarantee you, Schaub is saying, I don't want to ever play football right now.
Second biggest shutout win by the Rams.
Why does it keep happening to me?
Rams in Washington, where St. Louis coach Jeff Fisher sent out the half dozen players they received in the RG3 deal for the coin toss.
That is so funny.
Oh.
Now wait, isn't he on the competition committee? The ones that tell people to stop showboating and all of that stuff?
Right.
That's showboating.
But
nobody
good.
said
But it's
something
funny,
about
though.
it. Oh yeah, right. See, I'm just saying it is
Colt
funny.
McCoy picked off,
But don't
by the
be
way.
funny sometimes when you doing it, but everybody else doing it. It's showboating.
He unhill to Jared Cook. He scores second time of the day.
Successful, he wouldn't have done it.
So, Greg Zuerlein missed a PAT earlier, a couple field goals as well. So instead of kicking it, Johnny Hecker's like the best throwing punter ever. He throws the PAT conversion to Corey Harkey. That's a 2-point conversion. Jeff Fisher just rubbing it in. And then Tavon Austin, somebody get the ball in his hands more than like 6 times a game, please.
They've been trying.
Please. Boy, he's pretty darn good, man. 24-zip at that point. And I think the faithful might want RG3, right? What do you think?
Did somebody say something about this?
Yeah.
Now, I thought Colt McCoy was supposed to run this offense much better.
He did. He ran it right into the ground. He got sacked a half dozen times and strained his neck. So you know what? Dust him off. Here he comes.
Say, man, I really didn't want to come in here. I don't know why y'all chanting my name. This thing is over.
Hey, good for the Rams, though. They pitched back-to-back shutouts for the first time since 1945 when they were in Cleveland the year before they moved to L.A.
Who's starting next week for the Washington Redskins?
Colt McCoy.
TBD, to be determined, my friend.
This was the lowest scoring game of the NFL season. Probably not the best way to sell it, but it was a fact.
No,
you know
really love this game. All defense.
Defense,
And
defense,
miscues.
defense. How about the rookie running back from
Auburn?
But that was caused by defense.
Absolutely.
Get
Come
a
on,
hand or a
Trey.
hat on the football.
Hold on to the ball, buddy. Had some great games right here. No excuse for this. Just
He didn't see
lazy
him.
ball security. You can praise the defense, Willie, but that's all Trey's fault. Sorry.
Rossi
Trey
Rucker
didn't see that
causing the
coming.
fumble. And Larry Foote recovering. Drew Stanton nearly picked off by Janoris Jenkins here.
It's a great break. Well, it's a missed opportunity of a big play is what it is. You got to come up with those plays. He's a good young corner, but you got to come up. The great ones come up with those plays.
He's still icing up, though.
Speaking of great ones,
Low blow.
Larry Fitzgerald, one of the greatest of all time, and this was a milestone moment for Fitz.
Congrats.
The youngest player to 900 career receptions.
All the different quarterbacks.
It's crazy. What would his numbers be?
Kurt was still there?
Well, if he had just had a steady
One solid quarterback.
Yeah.
Third quarter, Drew Stanton goes down and goes down hard. Aaron Donald sacks him, but you can see Stanton staying on the ground, writhing in pain. It's a knee injury.
Dan, I mean, has there been a more snake-bitten team than the Cardinals this year? It is crazy how many starters they've lost.
Stanton was the backup quarterback. He goes down, and he could be out for a while, having an MRI tomorrow, according to our own Ian Rappaport. So what does that mean? That means in comes Ryan Lindley, a 6th-round pick out of San Diego State, just 4 career starts, 0 touchdown passes, 7 picks in his career. He does find Michael Floyd here for 6 yards, puts the Cardinals in field goal range, and they do get a field goal. As you can see, Stanton carted off the field, so they go up 9-3.
All the throws could have been that easy.
Yeah.
Well, this one wasn't that easy.
No.
Nearly picked off by Jenkins.
3rd and 11, he floats it. And this was almost a big turnover at the course of this game, 9-3. But you see,
what's going on here?
Yeah, Bruce
Pick
Arians.
up that flag. We didn't need to. Every turnover is already.
The flag fell out of his pocket.
Oh, it fell out of his pocket.
He didn't throw it out there. Watch. Okay. See, right there, Dan, you saw what he said. It fell out of his pocket.
You can read the lips. He got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
We're going to review this one.
Yeah.
Well, the play was reversed. Cardinals forced to punt. So on their next drive, it's 3rd and 4. Lindley looking for John Brown, but it's tipped by Trumaine Johnson.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals forced to punt. That
Great
was
play by Trumaine.
He was beat.
He really was. He was trying to tip it to his counterpart like the Seattle Seahawks do.
All right, 4th quarter now. Cardinals ball once again on 3rd and 7. This a big completion to John Brown. He only had 4 of them in the game, but this might have been the biggest.
Well, 3rd and 7. He read it properly, got the ball out quick.
They got a field goal. Sean Hill doesn't want a field goal here.
He's struggling to get out of the pocket. Looks terrible. We wanted to run, Dan. 3rd and 1. We wanted them to pound the run, right?
Completely agree. They were on the 1-yard line, so they settled for a field goal, makes it a 12-6 ball game. Lindley and Ted Ginn Jr. for 4 yards, but just shy of the first down there. Cardinals forced to punt again. Rams take over. 3rd and 3. Sean Hill, incomplete to Stedman Bailey.
This was huge, too. That was 3rd and 3, so this big drop here sets up 4th and 3. And listen, Trey Mason, the Auburn running back, fumbled a minute ago for the Rams. I'm going to give you an Auburn player now, damn. Gerard Powers, big play on 4th and 3.
You had to come back strong.
Well, let's see. You got to bring it back around. Okay.
So the Cardinals win on the road without scoring a touchdown for the first time since 1935.
Rams and Giants who went a full 12 rounds. Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, is there like a more exciting player we got in the game right now? Even during warm-ups, he's great. How about Eli?
You know they record, right?
Yeah, they've been playing better, though.
Oh, okay.
How did he snag that one?
Yeah, man, he's a beast.
One hand on that one. I see you working, kiddo. Look at this.
Whoa.
I'll take that. Led to a Giants field goal and a 3-zip lead. Next Giants possession, Manning to Odell Beckham Jr.
Got wide open.
And taunting afterward.
That meant he left him.
Yep.
I get that call taunting. He must have said something to him.
You can't spin the ball and dance or something.
He's got 9 touchdowns his last 7 games. So,
You got 9 touchdowns your last 7 games. You can't.
All right, no, we got big hit there. Alec Ogletree, and here we go.
Fella, you don't want none of that.
Right in the Fox lens.
Let the big fella go, man.
Look out, those cameras are expensive.
Wait a minute.
See,
Watch out, Laura Oakman might be down there.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money getting fined.
We had Parker, Moore, and Hayes all ejected.
Ooh.
The good news is
Odell
Beckham stayed in the game.
Oh, he stayed in.
You see that,
8
brother?
catches, a $148, 2 scores.
Beckham. Did you see the referee there?
By the way, he went over 1,000 yards this season. He missed the first 4 games this year. Pretty good. All right, so Seattle, of course, would be the 1 seed with a win at home against the Rams.
Put up a good fight in the first half.
The Rams are a good sparring partner.
Seahawks,
really
turnover issues. It's got to be a little scary going into the playoffs. Russell Wilson doing what he does best, keeping the play alive, but
that's nice.
Long enough for Marcus Robertson to say, I got it, thanks.
Thank you.
Don't usually make those mistakes.
He looks like Leroy Irvin every time I see him in that 47.
That's my man. Leroy, what's up, buddy?
Next Seahawks possession, it's beast mode, taking it, cutting it upfield for the first down, but
I give it up.
That's his 2nd fumble this season.
So you did watch it early, huh?
Great play by Alec Ogletree on the strip, too, huh?
I watched y'all, too.
That was a great play, stripping beast.
It was 6-zip Rams at the break. On to the 4th, we're now tied at 6. And watch this play by Jordan Hill. Defensive lineman for the Seahawks. Sean Hill was just trying to throw it away. That's a big man on the carpet, scooping it up for an INT.
I've never seen this in my life where a quarterback tries to throw the ball away and a defensive lineman is versatile enough and athletic enough to make the catch.
Nah, that's just a quarterback who throw a lot of picks.
And then it's Lynch. His NFL best 17 touchdown this year.
Can't.
You ain't no good.
Bad boy right there, man.
Can't on his chest.
But let's just talk about the Legion of Boom and that entire defense. Awesome. First of all, you got Bobby Wagner, the most unheralded player in that D.
Just give it away.
In the strip, and it's Bruce Irvin with his 2nd
and then don't catch it.
Man, we talking about Leroy Irvin, my old cuz in the game. Bruce Irvin, my new young cuz right there in the game. Go get that thing, Bruce. Go get that thing right there. Bounce back.
So here you go. Seattle is the 1 seed, and keep in mind, it is 24-2 at home, including the playoffs in the Russell Wilson era.